Good morning, guys. It is a brisk minus 15 degrees Celsius this morning. More feels like minus 17, I think, with the wind chill. We are on day 3 of HVAC this morning. The guys will be coming here to start in a little bit, but I wanted to update you on day 1 and day 2. The first day they came last Thursday, and basically, I didn't get here in time before they came again to show you what happened on day 1. So today is Tuesday. They were supposed to come today as their second day, but they actually ended up coming yesterday. So I was hoping to film yesterday to show you day 1, but I'm just gonna run through the house quickly to show you what they did, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna try and update you as much as I can with HVAC. And we have a couple things we have to do here today as well, and it's pretty chilly. So I'm gonna be dressed in hopefully the warmest clothes I can. I'm just here by myself right now. Everyone was still sleeping, but I had to get here before the HVAC guys come because otherwise it'll be too noisy. Anyways, upstairs, basically the first day what they did was come around and do all the rooms to find where they would put a heat run or a cool air return. So they went around and they drilled holes and then to see where they ended up first, and then cut in where the heat runs are going to be. So this is along the dining room and living room area. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 all along there, and then there's nothing along this wall because there's no windows. So each bedroom has a single heat run hole. So you can see there, and it's usually always under a window. And there. And then in the bathroom, I believe this one has 2. So they put one there and there. Baby girl's room has 1, and then of course down there, same thing. Our room has 2. The bathroom has 1 because it's a smaller bathroom. The walk-in closet has 1, and then the laundry room has 2, and the office has 1, and the foyer has 1. And then what they did was come around and put in where the cold air returns would go. So this is our cold air return for the living room, which is pretty ugly, and it was originally supposed to go here, which I kind of wanted, but the problem is this wall sits right on top of an I-joist, and this cool air return actually goes into the wall cavity. So they didn't want to put it in the floor, which I mean, I don't care, but we decided here, and I don't really like it. It's huge eyesore, I think. But when I have a couch sitting here and you're sitting in the living room, you won't be able to see it. So it's mainly just when you walk down the hall, but these will obviously be covered with grates. And then for baby girl's room, this will be a cool air return. And then up there is where they put the vent. So it'll run in this cavity. So in each of the bedrooms, they try and put them behind the doorways. So this one has it there, and then Damien's room has it there. Now the other thing I had mentioned in my last video is the HRV system, and that is in all of the bathrooms, and 1 in the kitchen and 1 in the laundry room, I believe. So here is the HRV system running in the main bath, and you can see up there is a fitting for a cover to go on. So that is the duct for the HRV that runs down there. And then moving along, we have 2 other ones over here. 1 there in the laundry room, and then 1 running over there by that toilet. So that is all of the HRV system. They didn't put 1 in the kitchen, and that is because we're going to be having an exhaust fan range hood, so you don't have to have one in that case. And then what they did was put some wiring for switches. This is where our thermostat is going to go, right here, which I think is a great spot for it. And then also in each of the bathrooms, they put a switch for the HRV because you want to be able to turn it on and off to high speed if there's any moisture. So, and then also in the laundry room, there is a switch as well. Right there. We were here as they started doing this, and we had discussed where the switches were going to go, and if we wanted to move them, we would just move them. They're low voltage anyways. So that is, I think, pretty much it in upstairs. And the only thing that has changed upstairs from yesterday is the gas line for our range. So we are going to be having a propane range, and that will run off of the same propane tanks that run our furnace. So they're doing all the gas lines for us. And then now I'll just take you downstairs and show you what they did down there. So they put up this vapor barrier because it got pretty cold, and they were using the propane salamander to heat it up. So anyways, I wanted to kind of run you through. I know it's going to be dark in here. I could actually turn on some lights, so hang on one second. All right, so as you guys know, this is our utility room, and I didn't show this in my update video. The boys did build this wall when I was doing schooling with Damien at home. So this wall had to be built because our furnace is going in that corner there, and it would be pretty difficult to build it afterwards. So we also drywalled two pieces there because that's where a lot of their stuff is going to go. And also, again, it'll be hard once the furnace is there to get in behind there to drywall it. And because it's ICF, you have to drywall it for fire code. So this is our furnace here. It's a Frigidaire 2-stage, if anybody cares. And then our HRV. Now the HRV was originally supposed to go on this wall, but we are supposed to have our electrical panel here, and it's the only spot for our electrical panel, so they moved it over here. However, I thought of something last night that we might have to change this because our water softener is going to be going there, and if I'm correct, I'm going to hit my head, or Kyle's going to hit his head every time we go to try and fill the softener with salt. I don't know what to do about that yet. I'm going to talk to Dad about it and see if they can raise it up, which by the looks of it, they can, which it shouldn't be too big of a deal if we just raise it up. And then other things that they did was, oh, the gas lines. So they ran the whole length of the building for a gas line, and that is because we want a gas line out to our barbecue. And then also this is where the range is, and then over here is the propane water heater turn off. And it sucks because I didn't decide on the water heater for them to do it until yesterday, and they had already capped that off, so it's gonna have to be cut, and they'll run the lines across to here, and right here is where we're going to have our water heater. This line is obviously for the furnace, so they didn't seal that cap. That's just on there. So I got some questions about the HRV and what it does, and basically all it does is help keep the air inside your house fresh, and it exchanges the air from inside with the outside air and brings it in. However, it keeps it heated basically so that you don't lose any heat while doing that process. So that's what the HRV is for. It's required now. We can't get around it. We have to have it. Anyways, so today they are going to be running ductwork, and oh, I forgot to mention, they did run some cold air return, and all it is a foil cardboard piece basically that closes in a joist cavity And that is basically all your cold air return is. Today they're supposed to be coming in and doing actual duct work. I think we have to cut out that hole by the beam more because they have to go through there. And we knew that a while ago, we just weren't sure at how much. When we originally did the foundation, we cut that out before we did the floor, just because we wanted to have it in somewhat. However, we didn't realize that the cold air return was gonna run all that way also. So anyways, that's what we have to do today, is cut that out, and it's gonna be so dusty down here. But anyways, I think that is it, and I will probably update you later on what happens today. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.